And as we mentioned earlier, Chicago's loosening its pandemic restrictions just a bit more. The mayor made the announcement at Navy Pier this morning. The city will enter new Phase 4 regulations. That could have an impact on restaurants and bars, as well as theaters and places of worship. As part of our weekly In Your Neighborhood series, Brandis Friedman and producer Quinn Myers spent the day reporting in and around Navy Pier as it begins a phased reopening starting tomorrow. Brandis joins us now from the pier with more on these reopening plans. Brandis, spell it out. What does this all mean?
So immediately, Paris, it means increased capacity across a number of industries in Chicago, and we'll break those down for you in just a bit. But the city's Commissioner of Public Health, Dr. Allison Arwady, says the reason we are here is because the city's case numbers, positivity rates, hospitalizations, and ICU admissions have all fallen or stabilized.
Seeing those numbers go down or be stable is the ticket to reopening. This is happening, make no mistake, because people are getting vaccinated.
So here's what those loosened restrictions mean. Restaurants and bars can increase indoor capacity to 50% or 100 people, whichever is smaller. Large indoor theaters and venues, including the United Center, can open at 25% capacity. Festivals and outdoor spectator events like neighborhood food festivals can operate at 15 people per 1,000 square feet. Now, what's more, guests who are fully vaccinated will not count towards capacity limits at private indoor events like weddings. Dr. Arwady makes the case and emphasizes the need to get vaccinated and to encourage others to do the same in order for the city to keep turning that dial toward reopening. Because while the city's positivity rate is lower at 4.7%, she and the mayor warn we are not out of the woods.
What we've seen too many times across the country and other places is this enthusiasm to reopen. We saw that a lot last summer, and people went to very high capacity levels only to have to shut everything back down very quickly. Now we're in a different place than we were even last summer because we have the vaccine.
Now, the mayor and health commissioners say that if these falling cases and stabilizing rates can hold steady for the next 2 weeks, the city could join the state of Illinois in entering that bridge phase. That's where restrictions are loosened even further. Now, that would be a welcome change for tourism businesses like Steve's Segway near the lakefront. The owner there says he's been in business for 14 years, and he and his tour guides take pride in being some of the best. Many of his tour guides are part of the gig economy, and they were able to keep working other gigs during the pandemic, but he's felt like he is hemorrhaging money. With few rare Segway tours, he's lost 90 to 95% of his business.
A ghost town, or like part of a sci-fi movie, is how some of my tour guides have described the eerie feeling of being on museum campus, even at times today.
So, of course, he is hopeful to see that return. Meanwhile, the Chicago Architecture Center is still requiring masks on outdoor walking and boat tours, despite the CDC's guidance that folks who are outside and vaccinated don't necessarily need their masks. But the Chicago Architecture Center says that they are operating at a reduced capacity as well, and they're already noticing a return in interest, if not a return to normal. They say they've received quite a few calls from people looking to make reservations, and walk-up business at their box office on weekends is steady. President and CEO Lynn Osmond explains that architecture is the backbone of Chicago's tourism.
It really signals the rebirth of what's going on both after the Great Fire, but now the rebirth of the city as we look forward post-pandemic. And it's fun to see buildings like the St. Regis opening up and Salesforce Tower. So on the Architecture River Cruise, there's lots of new buildings that have kind of crept up over the pandemic year.
Now, Osmond is also the vice chair of Choose Chicago. That's the city's tourism information center. And while the CAC says that they averaged more than 80% sold capacity of its tours in April, hotels are at 50% capacity on weekends. And a survey of consumers says 32% of those surveyed are ready to travel again. So still a little bit of room to grow for a couple of those industries. Now, Paris, when we come back, as we mentioned, we're going to hear more specifically about Navy Pier's plans for reopening this weekend and what is in store here. For now, back to you.